Hello, lovely YouTube family. Welcome back to Business Society. Would you like to know how the multi-million-dollar idea of drug addict Mike Lindell came to him in a dream? Well, today we are talking about the rise and dramatic fall of the mattress empire. Curious? Let's watch the whole video to find out why. If you like the content of this video, remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. It really helps support the channel, helps us grow, and helps others to see this channel and allows us to keep producing and uploading this type of content. Let us know in the comments what you thought about this video, and enjoy. As so many great entrepreneurial success stories do, the tale of Mike Lindell begins in a crack house. It was the fall of 2008, and the then 47-year-old divorced father of four from the Minneapolis suburbs had run out of crack cocaine again. He had been up for either 14 or 19 days. He swears it was 19, but says 14 because 19 just sounds like I've embellished, trying to save his struggling startup and making regular trips into the city to visit his dealer, Ty. This time, Lindell arrived at Ty's apartment expecting the typical A-plus service and received a stock instead. The dealer refused his business. Ty wasn't going to sell him any more crack until he ended his binge. He'd also called the two other dealers Lindell used and ordered them to do the same. Quote, "I don't want any of your people selling him anything until he goes to bed," Ty told the dealers. When Lindell protested, he cut him off. "Go to bed, Mike," he said. Many people would be ashamed by this story. Lindell tells it all the time. Quote, "I was like, wow, drug dealers care," he says. Quote, "That's what it felt like, this incredible intervention." The moment wasn't the end of his drug abuse, however, which started in his 20s when he owned bars and stretched through the early years of MyPillow, the Chaska, Minneapolis company he founded in 2005 to fulfill his dream of making the world's best pillow. It was, however, his low point. It was when he realized that abusing crack and running a business weren't compatible in the long term, and vowed to get better. Sounds a lot like the Wolf of Wall Street and Jordan Belfort if you ask me. Comment down below if you get what I'm saying. Anyways, 8+ years later, Lindell is sober and phenomenally successful. He quit everything: alcohol, powdered cocaine, and crack after one final party on January 16th, 2009, and he presides over an empire that's still growing precipitously. Last year, he opened a second factory, saw sales rise from $115 million to $280 million, and almost tripled his workforce to 1,500 employees. To date, he sold more than 26 million pillows at $45 and up. A huge number of them directly to consumers who call and order by phone after seeing or hearing one of his inescapable TV and radio ads. The product is one of those as seen on TV ads, so that's why it's pretty inescapable. Roughly 5 years ago, in January 2016, Lindell announced to his brand that he'd had another dream. MyPillow was going to become a billion-dollar company. Quote, "I didn't know the date then," he says, stepping out of his blue Dodge Ram pickup with green accent stripes outside the loading dock of his new 100,000 square foot factory. After his nocturnal vision, he'd instructed his manufacturing team to find this location and begin building it out in anticipation of tripling sales. That's right, tripling. It opened in May. Inside of this, 2 lines make pillows at a rate of 12 pillows per minute, which goes to roughly 37,000 per day. They start with a modern version of that original hacked together hammer mill and end with several brand new machines to automate functions that were, just a few months ago, done by hand. For instance, one assembles boxes, another stuffs 2 pillows into a plastic bag and seals it, 2 for 1 being MyPillow's typical sale. Quote, "These are all machines Darren ordered," Lindell says, striding through the factory. Darren is his son. He helped his dad tear up foam out on the deck. Now he runs this facility. 2 women who did merchandising for the Trump campaign have stopped by for a tour and have been tailing our group. They seem in awe of the scale and efficiency here, from an essentially flat and somewhat chaotic seeming organization ruled by a single outlandish man. "What's the largest sales month you've ever had?" one asks. Quote, "MyPillow is always the biggest we've ever been on the day you're standing here," Lindell replies. Now, Mike Lindell amplified President Donald Trump's claims of election fraud, said a backlash against his company has begun after a mob stormed the U.S. Capitol this month. And major retailers such as Bed Bath & Beyond and Kohl's have dropped his products recently. Both companies confirmed the decision to cease carrying the brand on Tuesday, January 19, 2021, but cited flagging sales rather than Lindell's actions or his support for Trump. But we know the real reason. Kohl's claim that there has been a decreased customer demand for MyPillow. Lindell has continued to push bogus claims of election fraud since Trump's loss to President Joseph Biden in the presidential race. MyPillow's logo was also prominently featured on TrumpMarch.com, a website that promoted the January 6, 2021 events in Washington, D.C., in which rioters stormed the Capitol. That has led people to flock to social media and put pressure on stores carrying MyPillow to drop the brand. Lindell said products have also been pulled from online furniture store Wayfair and Texas supermarket chain Heb. Neither company responded to a request for comment. Aside from this retail pressure, Lindell is also facing potential litigation from Dominion Voting Systems for his accusations that their voting machines played a role in the election fraud. The Washington Post reported that Dominion sent Lindell a letter earlier this month stating that they would pursue legal action against him. And when asked if he played a role in the insurrection of the Capitol, Lindell said he didn't support it at all. Quote, "What are you talking about? I wasn't even there," he said before abruptly ending the call. Quote, "I have to get on another show. Now our conversation ends." Well, that's it for this video, guys. How was the video? Did you like it? If so, hit that like button and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, have a great day.